What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 3 of my Total Warhammer II modded Count Noctilus campaign. So as we saw last time, after attacking the Awakening, we have made Luther Harkin submit and join the Dread Fleet as a sub-admiral under Count Noctilus. And Noctilus will then probably have to proceed to the Temple of Tlemcan, but we will have to probably turn back around to attack the Blessed Dread and take the entirety of the Vampire Coast province. It will generate a lot of money for us if we can get it up and running. We got 8-ish turns until, 8 turns exactly until Luther is here. And we do want him to be the caretaker of the place so that Noctilus can go out and do whatever he damn well pleases, as the Grand Admiral should. In fact, let's move him out immediately. Our army is not even that hurdle. Yeah, we're fine. Well, let's move you out immediately. There we go. We do want to pick up these ogres and then grab a couple of these islands as we head out to destroy the mutinous dogs that are here. And then possibly move up to Silostra. I mean, might as well. She's very close by. I wonder how difficult her army will be to destroy with our current setup. Ooh, also we do have our new gunnery, White Sam Nut. Not as good of a name as McMaggot over here. I'm definitely keeping that name. Although, speaking of names, you Necrofex Colossus, by suggestion, are going to be Rodimus Prime. There you go. Alrighty, and wait, did you stop moving? Why did you stop moving? I actually want you to go here, Noctilus. What are you doing, buddy? Maybe it's because I selected this guy or I selected something else. Anyway, I believe with that we can end the turn. We do still have a little bit of infamy and are currently researching our, I think it was the speed tech, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, it was the speed tech. We'll keep going through that, and I think just because we have a lot of money, we're going to use the black market and get a little bit more infamy to keep researching all the useful techs. Anyway, let's end the turn, and let's proceed. Hopefully nobody attacks us immediately. Blessed Dread, yeah, we really have to decide when we attack the Blessed Dread. I'm thinking we go around to grab the mutineers, maybe siege Val's Anvil, maybe have Silostra join us, and then move back down to deal with the Blessed Dread. Hopefully by then Luther is back up, or maybe the Luther will be able to deal with it. We'll see. Alrighty, we got our Seascape Artist who will join us here. Alright, Seascape Artist, you are going to be here. Hey, we got a Rampager standard. That'll be useful. Luther Harkin does tend to, or not Luther Harkin, Count Noctilus rather, it does tend to be charging, folks, and we still have some research to do. Now, ooh, growth plus 25, you know what, I guess we gotta go for that first. Marine's upkeep also is gonna be pretty critical, and same with Unliving Reflexes. That 8 melee defense is a pretty damn big upgrade for the gunnery mob units, which are fairly weak already. Alrighty, so you, Noctilus, go right here to the Ogre camp. Yeah. And then I think we'll be able to upgrade your Bloody Reaver. Mornfang Cav is really the only option, as we don't have Cav options. And there we go. We're going to upgrade the Captain's Cabin and then get those Vampire Captains up and running and start getting ourselves some nice Vampire Coves. And office slot available. Okay, we could put Luther Harkin in one of these slots. The only problem is we do lose infamy per turn, and 25 per turn isn't nothing. On the other hand, what do we have here? I feel like there's some really good early ones. A pirate crew growth plus 5 all armies faction-wide. That's not bad. Construction cost for all buildings is not bad either. I really like the pirate crew growth, though. It'll help Noctilus grow faster. He's already going faster, but hey, he could go even faster than that. Alternatively, we have the campaign movement range. Can we put them in here now? Yeah. So I guess we can't do the best ones, which are these two that require rank 10. Oh, upkeep for all units faction-wide. That's not bad at all. But otherwise, not a big deal. Yada yada yada. Physical resistance, hero capacity plus 3 for Vampire Fleet Captains. Now that can be potentially very useful, especially as we need to send them to the far corners of the world to keep establishing dem pirate coves. That's certainly something to consider. Do we put you in here? Do we want to lose that much infamy? I feel like the growth will be worth it. Let's put you into a fleet engineer for now. Yeah, Luther Harkin is the frickin' engineer. That's gonna end up well. He'll probably build one half of a genius thing, and then the rest of it's gonna be some insane nonsense that doesn't work at all. Alrighty. let's do that, and I believe with that we can end the turn. I'm just looking for stuff to do here. I guess we can go for Black Market right now, though. Black Market, or do we do it at the start? You know what, we'll do it at the start of next turn so we don't waste a turn with it. Yeah, I like that. And the turn and proceed, please. A war declared between Eatane and Broken Axe. Hey, Cult of Sotek is fighting the Blessed Dread. Not too bad. Maybe we can get an alliance going with the Cult of Sotek, at least for now. Oh my. They're not having a great day. Gonna get attacked by a bunch of enemies. Be at war with the Blessed Dread, but this is not one of the main... Ooh. Leadership plus 16 when fighting Dark Elves, that's not too bad either. But turns to complete 5, that's a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, if we had a better reward here, I might do it, but no. No, just keep them here for now. We have to take care of these guys, or they'll build up a full stack and then go out here and annoy us. You want a non-aggression pact? I don't really care about the non-aggression pact. I wanted a trade agreement while you're beside us, but apparently not possible. Alrighty, let's hire our first fleet captain. Let's see, Devious, hero action success chance plus 5. Ooh, yes. I like that. It's probably, ooh, although we do have intelligent as well, which is actual research rate plus hero self-defense. Do we want success rate, or do we want self-defense? We also have a lore keeper, which is research rate and construction cost reduction. I feel like I'm leaning towards Devious, especially early on. The hero action cost, I feel, will not reduce the cost of established Pirate Cove, but... Action success chance and cost. Yeah, neither one will probably do that. On the other hand, 5 research rate is not a big deal, but on the other hand, we do want research. Hard choice. Hard choice. Well, either way, I feel like it doesn't matter all that much. I mean, we're quibbling over like a couple percentages here. So I think we'll just go for Devious, because it is... Wait, no, not Devious. We'll go for Intelligent for the research rate and the self-defense chance. Obviously, the ambush chance, it doesn't really give us anything, but if we have a bunch of these little captains that do increase research, that'll counteract the small amount of research we're missing. Plus, we could use these guys to steal tech as well. Oh, but if we're using them to steal tech, hero self-defense, maybe then we would be better off grabbing Devious for that extra success chance. Yeah, fine. Devious it is. And you, my devious friend, Wendy Hodgson, you're going to go to Lothern. Alrighty, and then you, well, I guess we'll pick up this mysterious island while we're... Hey, don't move through the attrition. Shocked that Noctilus is not immune to attrition. Go right about... Oh, we can just... go into March Stance, can we? Oh, March Stance will take... Wait, we can go into March Stance and go here, because this is a mysterious island, which means we don't have a battle here. Yeah, do that. Can you even reach him here? Yeah, you can. Alright, beautiful. Wonder how much damage you're gonna take to all this. Oh, more than I would like. And what do we have here? Ooh, Armor of the Deep, minus 35 fire resistance, but otherwise, not too bad. What do you currently have? You currently have the Kraken Tusk. Alright, we're getting some nice items found. Let's get that basic armor for now. Do you currently have a weakness to fire? No, you have a fire resistance 10. Yeah, just gotta really be careful about enemies with fire abilities. Alrighty, I'm reasonably happy with that. You can get into this army. Let's also then use the black market now, and let's continue our research. Go, 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 please. Right there. Ooh, Galleon's Graveyard. You're ready to level up. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Damn, so much stuff to do. Haunted Huts, yes. Black Market. Now, I believe that what we want is take what you can, give nothing back. Pirate crew growth and regular growth. Basically, both of the things we want. Drink all night also sounds like the best option here. Then share minor tales. Why would you share minor tales when you can drink all night? Or, well, boast about loot is not bad, but yeah, drink all night. Yeah, I'm just going by that. Let's see. Otherwise, I guess we're gonna go for Marines upkeep, unless there's another thing that increases growth or something like that. Oh, there's a hero recruit rank plus 5. We could have started... well, too late now. Whatever. Maybe I should have done that first. Yeah, probably could have planned that better. Oh, well, the next one will do plus 5. Yeah, I think out of all this, while I do appreciate the unliving reflexes, let's get Marines upkeep first. There we go. We'll have enough for both of them anyway. So it's not going to make too much of a difference. Already happy with that, and then let's upgrade not you, Awakening, but you, Galleon's Graveyard. I guess we're going to want to be making more money-making provinces. Now, does Hidden Fences work for us at all here? It's income from all regions and adjacent provinces, not current provinces. Yeah, that probably doesn't do anything in the Galleon's Graveyard. We got income from ports and public order. Public order does nothing for us, but pirate... Hey, it increases pirate crew growth on armies faction-wide. And, well, we do have one port here. Do any of the special buildings count as ports now? Landmarks and the pirate fortress... Nope, just Admiral's Mansion. Okay. So at the end of the day, this won't increase the money coming in from here too much. I guess this province will never give us too much money. You know what? We'll give the plunder pile just for the... rating increase to own armies faction 1. The fact that I'm pretty sure that we want to build these everywhere anyway. Income from slave pits and meat markets, miners' settlements. We don't have miners' settlements, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll build this anyway. We can always change it up. I mean, we still want to build a pirate fortress here. And probably a bunch of these buildings as well. Reload time reduction. Yeah, we'll change it up when we need the money a little bit less. Because all of these will also make it very much impossible to siege the place, because pretty much every one of these buildings increases the power of the province under siege. And we definitely want to build the Great Altar of the Necrarchs here, as well. Casualties suffered from vampiric territory attrition, enemies and enemy army and province. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, and I do want an early mangrove of monsters for that Morngull Haunter, which we're now missing because we didn't choose it. But anyway, otherwise, is there anything else here that we want to bother with? I guess we can get the Buccaneers Tavern, but it's going to take so long to pay for itself that it probably doesn't do much for us right now. Almost time to just hold off and just build the Desolate Shoal so we can upgrade to Mangrove. Construction time plus 10% for all buildings. Oh, I don't like that. Then again, 10% is also not that big of a difference, is it? You know what, let's just hold off on this. None of this really gives us anything right now. I guess we could just go for the Fell Hollow so we can get quick Fell Bats. If we really wanted to. Nah, just hold off. We don't need anything there. Too bad there's no, like, big money-making building right there. Although... Wait, this increases the campaign movement range, so if we do want to move back into the Galleons, nah, that's unlikely to happen. To be fair, Noctilus can just recruit at sea. Alrighty, that's an end turn, I think. Not much to do this turn yet, but, you know, more turns will come. Ooh, Arcan, you... Wow, wait, how do we actually have contact with you? I thought we didn't. Hey, and you want to trade... Wow, that's... Look at this trade agreement. I guess we have no trade goods, and neither do they, but we can build a pottery thing at Poxmarsh when it's available. Just need to wait for Poxmarsh to level up. We're getting it up to level 2 right now. There we go. There's the Marine's upkeep, and then we will proceed next to Unliving Reflexes right as we move in to the Temple of Telencan. Just in case we're not going to go in March stance or full speed stance, you are going to move to Lothar. How damaged are you? Well, you're not so damaged that it'll be a big deal. Yeah, we're probably going to raise the place. Like, I was thinking, like, we could technically put a Pirate Cove here, but the place is going to get destroyed anyway by various factions that it's war with, so who cares? And we're going to get a Pirate Cove. Oh, we're going to get a Lothar anyway. Otherwise, what do we want to do here? We are moving towards Utility Belt, so we want to keep doing that. And I do believe that's another end turn. Man, the turns are going by real quickly. That's another reason that I want to get Count Noctilus up and running as fast as... Oh, not Count Noctilus, Luther Harkin up and running as fast as possible, so he can get another army, and that there aren't like a billion turns passing by when we're just sailing, which I'm sure the Vampirates love, but it still feels like we should probably... you know, be taking action during turn. You want us to give you money for a non-aggression pact. We're probably gonna take these provinces, to be perfectly honest. I mean, Luther Harkin's gonna get to work on it. You know what, let's just ignore this for now. We might do this at some point. I'll think about it. It really depends on how the war with the Blessed Dread and then probably the High Elves here goes. The Order of Lore Masters are still alive, after all. Oh, looky here, the mutineers are getting a tiny little army here. That's cute. That's not going to help them. Temple of Tlenkat, Haminar attacks. Oh, the coming of Noctilus is foretold by the coming of Haminar, I guess. Beautiful. Let's see, you also leveled up. Let's get you Cackle Fruit and I think All Hands Fire, and then move to all of these, obviously. Beautiful. We'll attack this in a second. Yeah, this is going to be trash. Oh, I don't like the bloated corpses, but otherwise this is going to be trash. What do we have? 4 bloated corpses. That's going to be kind of annoying, not going to lie. You know what, let's fight this immediately. Do we need to? I don't think we need to. Oh, close victory, you say? No, there's no way this battle will be difficult. I don't believe you, game. But you know what? I guess we can fight it in a cinematic battle unless we get another... Wait, do these guys have another stack anywhere?
To the Maelstrom with you and your inferior...
This tiny stack cannot possibly be worth this much. You know what, we'll just make this a cinematic battle just because I have no idea whether we'll get another cinematic battle in this particular episode. Because who knows, we might be sailing all the way up to Silostra, grabbing islands on the way, and that might take the entire episode. Who the hell knows, right? Also don't like that you're here. Kind of concerned about the awakening right now. Ooh, we also got to get research going. We are out of infamy, unfortunately. Let's start researching these, I think... And you guys tell me if I'm wrong about this, but can't you just, like, research all these and put them down to, like, 1 turn, and then, like, every single one of them down to 1 turn, and only then upgrade them? And yeah, it'll take a little bit longer to get some of the good stuff and various upgrades here, but we still have this entire tree to go through after all. And I guess we could wait on the legendary admirals as well, so just these 3 are the key here, and that'll obviously be increased as we get our tech thief going. Yeah, hopefully you don't die. Alright, well, a lot is relying on you there, Vampire Captain. Let's do this. Nice little battle time. Alright, here we go, battle against Vincent Greer, old Vinny. So there are a bunch of bloated corpses which we will have to rely on trying to kill with our range units, but for now, it's all mortars. Oh, I love watching mortars arc and fire at stuff. If only they weren't firing automatically at the units that it's useless to fire on. I really hate the auto-targeting for artillery. It always seems so screwy. Like, they tend to fire at heroes and single-target units that they don't actually hurt, especially mortars. Like, we've seen this many times in various campaigns on walls and stuff where they just decide, oh, I'm going to target this Death Hag, or I'm going to target this Vampire up here, which will do absolutely no damage. Anyway, not to get too distracted, we have a unit of deck droppers flying in, and they are going to get focused down by our gun line. Our gun line is set up on the hill here, so we do get the slight high ground advantage, and the mortars are all the way back here, safe under the guard of the Death Guard, who we always keep in reserve in case the enemy charges with something scary like Mourngulls or something of that, well, they don't have in this particular army, but I also don't want to screw up and have them get insta-killed by those bloated corpses. Otherwise, pretty simple battle line. We do have our handguns in the back and our gunnery mobs, regular, well, not the handgun, the regular types of gunnery mobs, pistol and sword in the melee position, and everybody's just gonna have a nice little shootout here. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, back there, nice little, also nice little city. You gotta love vampire architecture. I mean, I love vampire architecture in general, and I've said this, I think, both previous episodes, and I'm gonna keep saying it, so get used to it, I guess. Alrighty, there we go. And oh, it almost looks like this castle was not built here, but rather teleported here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but no, it is built into the mountain. It's just like these little buildings are all just kind of standing on sand there, which is kind of weird. Or it just looks like sand anyway. But this actually looks nice. This could have also just been taken over from a previous Empire colony. Anyway, I'm getting distracted from the actual battle over here. Let's get back to it. That's why you gotta have the slow motion there. Wraith fire support moving in on some of these units, doing an okay amount of damage. Mortars keep firing in, and ooh, hello, here comes one of the bloated corpses. We have been targeting him with various of our units, but unfortunately they were unable to bring him down. I also tell Noctilus to go at him as well, and he does want to jump on Noctilus, but unfortunately one of our gunnery mobs is also here, and the explosion radius on this thing is pretty big. The shockwave, look at that. Oh, our poor gunnery mob. Really should have gotten it out there, and I did try, but not fast enough, unfortunately. They did partially survive, but mostly I think because some of the units were out here. You guys, you need to try a little bit harder to kill those bloated corpses. Speaking of bloated corpses, I think the other two are dead, and there's one more on the field over here, which is being focused on by a bunch of units. Hopefully we are able to bring it down, and I do think we will be. There we go. One more bloated corpse out of the picture. And the enemy are moving in. We are going to also target the enemy depth guard here with our handguns, as you can see, just to prevent them from charging us, as they are kind of worrying. I have not yet sent our own depth guard in. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Taking some nice hits from our handgun lines. But they will make it through, just barely. Let's see how much HP they have left. Okay, they still have 33 models, which is quite a bit, but they are also, unfortunately for them, crumbling, and they are going to continue taking shots. Poor little depth guard. Yeah, see, when the depth guard jump like this, I can absolutely believe it. Not so much when it's, not so much when it's like an Empire soldier, and this is just a continuation of a rant I had in the Vlad campaign there. Alright, you guys keep working on it. Keep working on it. Let's see. We've also had Noctilus charge the vampire fleet captain over here, summon some drowned dead to help him out so that Noctilus doesn't get focused down by all the units here. Love watching the frickin' undead fight each other. Usually I don't like-on-like fights, because I find them boring, but I think vampires are one of the exceptions, because it's all the thunder, it's the thunder of guns all over the place. Cannons firing, guns roaring, it's all just so glorious. It's a lot more fun than watching, I don't know, elves fight elves, or etc. And there we go, looks like a bunch of units here are crumbling, and the Vampire Fleet Captain, though he is fighting Noctilus, is not having a great time by virtue of his army losses, I think. He's clearly losing his morale. And attacked in rear by our summoned units. Oh, that's actually a good use of our summoned units to cripple his morale there, especially considering it's the Admiral. You can also see our Necrofex Colossus fighting in the background. Moved into melee to get some point-blank shots into this zombie pirate deckhand map, mostly so we didn't do too much damage to our own gunnery mobs here. But otherwise, it looks like the enemy army is just about to melt. We have, looks like, lost another one of our units of zombie pirate gunnery mobs with sword and pistol, but that's all good. The hybrid ones, I mean. Ooh, look at those mortars dropping. I'm willing to bet that they currently have their enchanted ballistics up and running, just by virtue of way too many mortars having actually hit the enemy there. That's too unexpected. Alrighty, it looks like the enemy admiral. Oh, he's in back into critical binding now. For a second he was rallying, and now he's crumbling. There we are. The battle should be just about over, but once again, it was fun, and I love fighting on these little hills as well. And plus it's a clear map with no forest, although I guess we could have used some water to use all of our aquatic traits, but all good. Lovely. Looks like the enemy admiral drops. We're just going to get a had a Wraithfire support plus some guns to add injury to injury. Down he goes, and looks like you are going to be the last unit on the field, Mr. Gunnery White. And you're just crumbling. Oh, all of our guns are out of range. Only the mortars are in range. The accuracy. The terrible accuracy. Although it does look like he died in the barrage there, so I guess I'm conflicted. There we go, a close victory apparently, though it'll be no problem to resurrect the garbage units that we lost. Sorry, zombies, but you're pretty expendable, and that's what makes you fun. Alrighty, not a difficult battle, although one of the bloated corpses did manage to get through and explode one of our zombie pirate gunnery mobs, but that's all good. Let's see, we got a free sword of battle. Wish we had something a little bit better, and I'm not getting a lot of value out of this blast spell either, but hey. I'm sure we'll pick up more treasures. You. I thought it was more of sack value. Well, we might as well sack it for the cash and the level ups, I guess, plus the heals. Yeah, fine, sack it. Sack it, and then we'll raise it next turn. And wait, didn't we just get us? Okay, yeah, it's just repeating what it said about getting that sort of battle. We just already saw it. Alrighty, you can go into magical reserves. We do need more ability to cast more stuff, and that's about it. None of the gunnery whites leveled up, and we'll just raise this next turn. Pretty happy with that. Next up, what do we have here? Galleon's Graveyard. Oh, right. Already did that last turn. Alrighty, well then we can just end the turn and proceed to next, then go back to sailing after we're done here. Hey, Techless, oh no, you want war, don't you? Yeah, you want war. That's a little bit weird that he's declared war on us when the Blessed Dread have taken their territory, but hey, whatever. You want an alliance, I take it. Yeah, predictable, AI, predictable. No thank you. I get that you want alliance because you're fighting a bunch of stuff, but we will work on it. Possibly later, we might align with you. I don't want to get into any unnecessary wars that'll cause a bunch of Bretonnians and stuff to sail out here. We're a little bit busy for now. Don't worry, Arcan, we'll pick you up later. As long as you don't resurrect Nagash. Noctilus will be the god of death this time. Oh, look at that, little Skaven rebellion. Isn't that good? Oh, are they going to raise it? No, they're not. I was actually kind of hoping that they would, because then we'd be free to move out. Oh, look, it's Marcus Wolfhard. No, it's not Marcus Wolfhard, but it is his faction. Alrighty, hey, one of the gunnery wights leveled up, and one thing I forgot was to get the enchanted ballistics. I just went for all hands fire and cackle fruit, but I should have gone cackle fruit and enchanted ballistics. Gotta remember that for next time that we get another one of these guys. We're gonna get dead eyes. I feel like they don't stack. And I'm almost completely certain they don't stack, but nonetheless. Yeah, let's get that for now. Yeah, I am in fact completely certain that they don't stack, but we could always go for one in the gun line and then one in the mortar line, especially as they don't usually stand that close together. You can't even sail out here while this little army is... Okay, fine. You can resurrect... Oh, you can't get the zombie-powered gunnery mobs back. That's kind of annoying. And we still can't recruit this guy. If anybody knows, what the hell's the deal with this? Why can't we get this guy in here? Kind of irritating. Do this. And decisive victory, please.
Show them real fear.
Show them real fear, indeed. Ooh, we could heal up to full, or we could get a tiny amount of money. Let's heal up to full. And not much of a choice there. A great hoard of treasure from the Riddle of Ranald. And where are we in that? What do we got here? Oh, wow, okay, these are all really far. We need more vampire fleet captains, in fact, speaking of. You go to Lothar and establish that pirate cove, please. Ooh, 2.7k. Let's see, how much money are you making? 1222. Okay, fine. Hey, pirate cove, please. The hell? Pirate Cove established... Oh, you just moved away, that's fine. You've established a Pirate Cove in Lothar and Eataine. You have leveled up as well, so let's max out Established Pirate Cove and Specialist. We'll also go for... Wait, you can't steal tech. Who was I thinking of that could steal tech? Damn, I was wrong. Oh, no, it's Gunnery Wights that can steal tech. Yeah, we're gonna need to get more Gunnery Wights to actually steal the tech, then. I got excited for that. But the fleet captains can't do it. Oh, well, too bad.
My temper is quick.
Too bad. I'm just forgetting which heroes do what at this point. It's confusing because of the vampires at the same time, or Vlad's campaign at the same time. Just using all those necromancers to steal tech all over the place. Now, Pirates Rest and Corrupted Tavern are kind of useless here because they're in Lothar, and Lothar gives us a lot of cash, or at least it should. We can get income from local settlements, income 50%, plus 33, 66. 66? You're making 1222. How is it 66? And this will just straight up give us 400. That's really weird. Maybe this is a display bug. I feel like for Lothar, it should be income generated 300. Income gained from local settlements income. I feel like we want the Picaroon's hideout here, generally speaking. I mean, I'm just kind of confused as to why it's 66. You know what, let's build this right now and we'll see. We'll see if our money massively increases and it does, in fact, lie to us. It's a little bit odd. 50% of 1222 is definitely not 66. And, okay, 1222 is not the base, but taxes are at 115%. So it still shouldn't be 66. For damn sure. We'll see. We'll see later. Alrighty, unassigned skill points on who? Count Noctilus leveled up again, therefore we're getting the Wind of Death and on through Smoke and Mirrors and then on to Arcane Conduit as fast as we possibly can. Might as well raise Temple of Tlencan as well while we're here. There you go. Another decisive victory. Hopefully we can raise some debt here. Or raise the place. Ooh, and get some infamy out of it. Yeah, lovely. Raise it. Power Stone. Okay, Power Stone is much, much better than what we have in this little Blast Scroll. Ironically, the Blast Scroll might be useful on the gunnery, right? So let's get you. I don't know why that's ironic. Oh, you can't even... Wait, what? Wait a second. It's an arcane item, which you gunnery whites can't use because you're, I guess, whites, and therefore you can't channel magic. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. None of this is useful then, and you can level up. Let's get you your utility belt. Now, we could go for the Rotting Promethean, but I feel like it will increase our expenses for the unit for not much. Maybe we'll wait on that. We'll get it later. I want all of these upgrades. Yeah, there's a lot of good upgrades here. I also do want to get Pyromaniac. Replaces bomb throw, more explosions. Those abilities are pretty damn good. So let's go through Pyromaniac first, and then we'll max out this entire tree, essentially. You can do the same thing, buddy. I forgot, what's your ability? Oh, you're tough. Right. Not a big deal. Might send you out somewhere, or might replace you at some point. We'll see. You're going to go for Powder Keg, and I want that utility belt ASAP, and then we'll go through Lucky Spyglass afterwards. Beautiful. You can get ready to move out. There are islands nearby that you shall sail to. What can we upgrade here? You know what? Let's get the tree and noose first for the growth. Just keep increasing the growth rate here, because we do want walls here, and we do want that pottery building, but it'll take a while. Oh, can you also resurrect some of your gunnery mobs? No. Alright, well, we'll get them up and running at sea, then. I wonder why they haven't come back up. We killed a bunch of units here. Like Skaven. Odd. Odd, but oh well. Nothing to upgrade here, at least until the Galleon's Graveyard goes to the next level. Oh, we could really use the Dredge the Sea upgrade, which is why we probably will want to declare war on the Blessed Dread there. Oh, wow, look at these guys. Mangrove Coast is down here. Chupayotl, they're kind of exchanging territories here. Kind of interesting. Wink. The Dark Elves and the High Elves are getting... kinky. Let's see, you. I'm just seeing here. Can we level you up by... I mean, we could do it by assaulting units. What's the cost gonna be? That's actually not that bad. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will. And I also want to see, when do we get Queen Best? This right cannot be performed. This right will unlock after reaching rank 12 with your faction leader. I think we can manage that, considering we're rank 10 and almost rank 11. Alright, let's go. Well, let's get some islands going. And the more turns we pass through like this early game, the faster we can get Luther Harkin up to help Noctilus. Already non-aggression pact? Yeah, we'll go for a non-aggression pact, buddy. Keep him happy at the very least. Alright, Kaldor. Oh, right, we were going to sail up to Calador here. Oh, what the hell are they doing up there? I'm really curious about that Picaroon's hideout and whether it'll give us more money.
Our prestige grows, my lord.
Thank you, more money. Your money grows. That's all Noctilus wanted to hear. What is this, by the way? This is a Remnants of Battle. We can indeed move out here. Let's say move out here first. Like so. And you leveled up between the turns as well. And I just want to get these zombie pirate gunnery mobs back up. We can only get one. Fine. We'll get one. You know what? Go for one like this and then one like this. There you go. Better. These are better anyway. Let's see. The handgunners being better than the mobs. We're just using the mobs for melee replacements right now. Right there. And you, my friend, get your utility belt as well as go through... I guess Scupperum, and then we'll go for Powder Wet as well. Yeah. Alrighty, go here. Let's see how close we are to Luther Harkin. What do we have here? Wax-sealed rations upkeep. Well, that's swell, I guess, in the attrition thing, but I would have preferred even more cash. And I think Noctilus would concur with that one. Otherwise, let's get you upgraded. And let's... Okay, I guess we can go to the next turn, unless... Wait, we level you up. Wendy. Alright, specialist for you. And start moving through territories as you make your way up to Nagarond, I guess. Oh, it's a little bit too close here. Wait. What's the cooldown here? How many turns do we have to get to Nagarond? 14. Yeah, we have time. We have time, not a big deal. So you can just go right here and then annoy this guy right here. Hey, there we go. Success and a level up. And then now you can move out. Beautiful. Gonna be a while before we can establish that cove. Anyway, assault units and wound. At least maybe we can kill some heroes out here. We have here, by the way. Nothing useful faction-wide, unfortunately. Damn. Anything faction-wide. Bribery, a razor, cutlass, heroes army. Well, that might be useful, but not probably not for Noctilus's army, but maybe for Luther Harkin's army. Oh, charge bonus for... it's probably not worth having the hero in here. Missile resistance and upkeep for bloated corpses. Well, I do like the speed for bloated corpses. Don't get me wrong. Alright. Alrighty, let's go next turn yet again, I guess. Damn, these turns are going by so quick. It's so freaky. That's part of what makes playing the Vampire Coast, or rather playing Noctilus specifically, kind of freaky, because you have so many turns where it feels like you're not really doing much, just getting between places. It feels very different from a lot of other factions, but once again, that's why we need Luther up, and, well, I guess Silastra soon, hopefully. And Aranessa when we get to... oh, freaking hell, negative growth, that's terrible. War-weary? How can the undead be war-weary? What the hell are you talking about, Kane? Yeah, I somehow doubt that. I really, really doubt that. Vampire or straight-up zombie, they're not gonna be war-weary. They love that sort of stuff. Alrighty, let's move in here. Alright, Shipwreck, I believe you'll be a battle, but I think you'll be an auto-resolvable battle. It's gonna be weaker than... yeah, it's gonna be a lot weaker than the force we just fought. Decisive victory, let's just auto-resolve it. No need to fight this kind of weak, pathetic army. We can assimilate... yeah, you know what, let's just keep ourselves at full HP, just in case. Rogue Pirates destroyed. Hey, there we go, another 8,000 gold, not bad. You can now go into... nothing. Okay, fine. Just move then. I was about to say go full speed. I'm always tempted to go into recruitment stance, just like Black Arcs, but whatever. Ooh, we can actually upgrade this Carronade building. Get those deck gunners in earlier. Deck gunners are pretty lovely, so yeah, let's do that. And oh, we need to get the anchor chain, don't we? So that's a U, right? Public order +2, but more importantly, pirate growth rate plus... wait, no, it's the U. Pirate crew growth +2. Unit experience. Well, I don't care about the unit experience so much, but I definitely care about the pirate crew growth rate. Alrighty, speaking of growth rate, how are we doing over here? Still no upgrade for you, the Awakening. Or Awakening, I guess. But Luther Harkin is coming in 1 turn. Beautiful. Alrighty, almost time to get our second army going. And what about our infamy here? We're at 945, so we can get a couple more of these upgrades going if we feel like it. You know what? Construction time for 40% for all buildings is not too bad of a thing to get. Otherwise, what do we have here? Well, the bonus versus infantry is not bad, but this is only for... no, it includes gunnery mobs. Missile resistance for infantry. Campaign line of sight, income from ports, quartermaster, income from raiding. This will help Luther Harkin quite a lot, as he will be doing a lot of raiding. Construction costs for infrastructure and public order too. I'm gonna say go with construction time reduction. Build up a little bit faster, and then probably the silver musket balls and cutlass. And then we'll think about what else. I don't really care about the serrated harpoon. It's probably not going to be all that useful. Too specific of an upgrade to waste the infamy on this early, I think. You've got more level ups. Damn, we just got to keep leveling up these gunnery whites. McMaggot, every time. What are you going to get? Ooh, I think gun sight. Yeah, gun sight. Yeah, range and an increase by 40% of that armor-piercing missile damage. Love it. That's pretty damn strong of an upgrade. You can always go for Scupperum. Yeah. There we go. Alright, and wait, did we... was that this turn or last turn? Oh, it was this turn, okay, yeah. Keep moving, buddy, keep moving. I'm just double checking that there's nothing else to do here. No, it doesn't. And I'm always looking for stuff to do in this particular campaign. It feels so weird. Oh, I probably should have had you assault these units or something. Did he just, like, walk over the hill? It looked like he jumped. Very odd. Whoa, Clan Pestilence just got involved in a lot of wars. I guess the Order of Loremaster is probably allied with a lot of these factions, so they're gonna hate us, and therefore they will all probably eventually attack us. Well, that's for something for Luther Harkin to deal with. We left him behind, and he better not fail Count Noctilus. Now, what do we have here? Supplies adrift. The sight of wrecked ships is nothing new for a seasoned pirate, but this particular one heralds a welcome surprise. Packed to the keel with brand new weapons, armor, and gunpowder, this ship's cargo hold is several times the size of our own. However, some supplies will have to be left behind. What should we loot from the ship? Melee attack and armor for melee infantry, gun line. Obviously, fill them with the lead. Obviously. Construction time reduction, beautiful. And we still have... Oh, no, we're out of infamy now. Alright, fine. Keep researching gunnery crews, then. While you sail onward to Nagarond. Are you ready to go yet? No, we're still at 2. Really gonna be curious to see how those pirate coves work out. Noctilus. Buddy, you now have your anchor, so you're growing at 19 per turn, which is pretty damn nice. Let's move... Ooh. We get very close to Val's Anvil here. What do we have in terms of defense? Oh, the defenses are kind of garbage. You know what, let's move up here. We probably can't reach Silostra in a single turn anyway. Is she here? Rich sinks well. Oh, you gotta love all the pirates, the pirate names. They're fantastic. Okay, these ones are boring, but most of them are fantastic. Best naming conventions in the game. Ooh, and look at that. If it isn't a Mr. Fellheart's unique Black Ark. Or is it? Or do all his Black Arks have the Fellheart faction stuff on them? Well, regardless. Oh, right, I feel like we need to defeat him. He has a good trait for defeating him, doesn't he? I could be wrong, but isn't it, could it be missile resistance? Or no, wait, no, it's something to do with sea attrition, isn't it? Not this guy, I mean Fellheart himself. There's somebody around here that gives us a massive missile resistance trait, but I don't remember who it is. But we need to find them and then kill them. Luther Harkin, wait, you're ready to go right now, aren't you? Was that this turn or last turn? Yeah, it's this turn. Perfect. Recruit. Losing the money, but that's all good. You're gonna start getting your army up and running. Let's go. Zombie pirate gunnery mobs. Local horde. Fine, do it. Get your army up as fast as possible. And global, eh? Well, you could use a couple mortars. Not like you can recruit them here anyway. Oh, speaking of recruiting here, what do you have? Upper deck, go for it. What do you have here? Heavy ballast. This is the good one. Yes, this is the good one. And what about you? Upkeep for all units? Yeah, fine. We'll keep this for now. We could always delete this and replace it with something better, but you're also growing reasonably quickly, so we could just go for Captain's Cabin. Alright. Alright, we need more gunnery mobs. That's what we need. Wait, can your buildings increase the capacity, or gunnery whites rather? Yeah, it can, so we definitely want to move through this building on everybody. More gunnery whites, get that steel tech up and running. Otherwise, unassigned skill points on... Wait, Luther Harkin. You can have all your skill points. Alright, well, obviously, Root Marcher, Inspiring Presence, Hunger, Supernatural Horror. I guess we're gonna want to get... held together by screws, because you buff up melee units, right? You buff up depth guard and stuff. Ooh, you buff up missile strength for zombie pirate gunnery mobs and rotting Prometheans gunnery mobs, which makes me think reanimated marksman then. We can get a bunch of rotting Prometheans in your army, or the gunnery mobs specifically, if we wanted to. I was kind of gonna do the exact same thing in the Pirate King. Who's the Pirate King now, Luther? I was gonna do the same thing with a bunch of gunnery mobs, like the rotting Promethean types, in Noctilus's army. You get leadership extra for boarding crew, depth. Yeah, there we go. There's the melee upgrade I was thinking of. Fractured Mind, leadership on fighting lizards. Honestly, you could go pretty much either way. Between hand cannon and this, I guess we could get both held together by screws and reanimated marksman. The only problem with that is that then we don't get any of the elite upgrades here. Animated Hulks and Mourngulls. We could get animated Hulks in Noctilus's army as he does buff up the... I'll think about it. Rotting Prometheans, Rotting Leviathans... Oh, this will buff up Rotting Prometheans as well. So, here's a question. This specifically specifies Rotting Prometheans gunnery mob, whereas this just says Rotting Prometheans. If anybody knows this, please let me know. Does Rotting Death also apply to the Rotting Promethean gunnery mobs? I.e., do they also get the physical resistance, just like the regular gunless Rotting Prometheans, as I would like to double dip on those units for at least one of our lords. We'll see. Anyway, we're going for reanimated marksman first. You know what we could do, actually? We could go for his red line much earlier. We could always respec him later down the line, since we do have the ability. I'll think about that. Also, what do you have here? Missile strength for Karenade more. Yeah, basically you upgrade a little bit of everything, don't you? So we can do whatever the hell we please. Yeah, just get this. You're definitely gonna have some depth guard, no doubt about it. It'll make your army a little bit stronger early on, as well as you don't have any heroes anyway. We can also get you. Ooh, we need to really get more handguns here. Huh. Wait, you can't recruit any handguns globally. Wait, what? You can get the Tide of Skill. Whoa, what's going on here? We can't get it with Noctilus. I tried like a bunch of times. I mean, right now we have units there, but we just checked and we couldn't do that. What the hell's going on? If anybody knows what the deal with Noctilus's army is, please let me know. I'm not entirely sure why you can't get this. I guess we could just give this to Luther. Well, I guess we can build that up later. Can we recruit handguns from anywhere? Apparently not. Well, that's a crying shame. Oh well. Oh well, Luther, keep building up your army, and I guess that's another end turn. I don't believe I'm forgetting anybody, and we don't have anything to build, especially because there's nothing useful here. Ooh, although, if we start going through the Horde of Filched Arms, we will be able to globally recruit Gunnery Mob with handguns before Luther builds, because, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We just gotta be careful with our cash. We'll get more cash, I'm sure. It's kind of what we do.
What compels you to be foolish enough to enter my realm?
What do you mean by your realm? All of the seas? Military alliance? Not yet, buddy. Not yet. We'll get on that eventually. Just don't die there. We need a trading partner. Especially as... Ooh, they're actually going to attack us. Oh, beautiful. We're going to actually have a very nice cinematic battle here. As it'll be a valiant defeat, apparently. This is a lot of elves. They got some Silverian Guard, which will be tough to take down. Love it. Absolutely love it. Ooh, and they have 3 artillery pieces as well. Oh, this is going to be a great time. Alrighty, so we're not going to retreat. We are going to physically fight this, but I am going to have to make a cut here because the previous battle was a cinematic battle, and this one will be as well. But this one should be a very fun time. So here we go. Here comes the cut. Alrighty, there's the cut, and let's get to it. Obviously, we could take a lot of damage here. I am expecting losses, but that's all good because we can always resurrect them. That's the fun of being undead. Alrighty, we got a freaking choke point battle. This is pretty perfect for us, because we can set up in such a way where we can take a lot of advantage of our various gunnery options. Man, this is now reminding me of very strongly of Napoleon Total War. Anyway, so we've got a hill over here. We've actually separated our mortars, and the reason for that is that the enemy has 3 Eagle Claw bolt throwers. In fact, I think 3 Eagle Claw bolt throwers are either as good or better than 6 Vampirate mortars, so it's definitely something to be concerned with. Over on this side, we have the other set of mortars, as well as our main portion of Gunnery Mob with handguns, hiding behind 2 units of our Zombie Pirate Gunnery Mobs as well. They are going to just wait here and... well, move back in when the enemy actually reaches us. The reason I moved them out is because this Eagle Claw bolt thrower is closer. We want to draw it in to the point that the mortars can actually fire on it, and so can, I hope, the Necrophax Colossus. Did you just hit that tree? You did, didn't you? You hit that tree. Or did you? I don't know, I can't tell. I don't see the Eagle Claw bolt thrower being damaged, but anyway. Really loving this choke point setup. I'm really glad that we got this. And we even have a little hill for Noctilus to stand on and command the battle in. Beautiful. And the mortars get their first shells arcing. Half of them are going to fire on the Eagle Claw bolt thrower together with the Necrophax Colossus, while the other half start annoying the enemy units. Unfortunately, the enemy Eagle Claw also starts firing on us and dishing out a little bit of damage as well. Definitely got to be careful about this. We're probably going to have to separate our units if we aren't able to kill the enemy Eagle Claw quickly. And the enemy army is going to move up. It is going to take damage from our mortars, but not that much, to be honest. Mortars are obviously a lot better if the enemy's really bunched up, which right now it isn't. Oh, they've got a Tyrannoc Chariot. I was about to say a Thilmar Chariot, but no, it's a Tyrannoc Chariot with that... with that range damage. Missile strength is 241. It's pretty good. I'm willing to bet that despite the anti-infantry, it can do quite a lot of damage to Mr. Rodimus Prime over here. I really don't want to lose our Necrofex Colossus, but we are going to keep it out front so that hopefully our gun line is preserved for when the when the two hosts come in contact with each other. Speaking of coming into contact with each other, the secondary army is moving in, and I'm willing to bet that they are going to move forward through the choke here very soon. Unfortunately, one of the Eagle Claw bolt throwers is now at about half HP, although 2 minutes of sustained fire-ish. Still not a lot of damage. We really need to get a carronade just to sort of duel with the enemy artillery like this, because otherwise it's a major issue. There we go. Now that we got the enchanted ballistics, a little bit more of those mortar hits are actually landing. Really gotta rely on the enchanted ballistics though, and I mean, damn. Speaking of artillery doing damage, looks like one of our zombie-powered gunnery mobs is already at half HP, which is not a good thing, because we're gonna have a difficult time holding the line. We obviously do not have a lot of range units. Ooh, and it looks like a net of Ammentog goes down on our Necrofex Colossus. I actually wanted to start moving it away as it started to take damage. It's dropped below half HP, and I don't like that, especially with the enemy moving up a lot more at Lothar and Seaguard. I don't want to happen where... well, essentially like the player does, where you focus down a big high-value target like this, where the AI pulls that and kills our Necrofex Colossus. Really would be quite unfortunate. And this is essentially Noctilus's view of the battle here. More enemies are squaring up, getting ready to move in. Our zombie-powered gunnery mobs are in a sort of wing formation there, just so that the various guns can fire through. Although I'm willing to bet that they're not going to hold the line very long. You gotta love the vampire fights with all these guns and stuff, man. I'm just loving this battle layout. Alrighty, and it looks like finally the enemy army is getting ready to move in. Our Necrofex Colossus has now healed up a little bit with that Invocation of the Heck, but really all it did was maintain the HP at the place about where it was at, maybe even a little bit less. The enemy Eagle Claw bolters are still firing on us, although we did finally manage to get this one to waver, and it only is down to one artillery piece, so that's a little bit better. And with that, I believe we will be able to move the Necrofex Colossus away, especially before it gets hit by this pile of Silveran Guard. They do have shields, but fortunately we should be able to dish out a decent amount of damage to them. I was actually hoping to contribute to that said damage with fire from the Necrofex's cannons, but unfortunately it needs to back up before it dies. Over here, it looks like the enemies are now finally charging through this, and we are going to have all of our mortars target this as much as possible. There we go. It's a beautiful sight. And they're charging through. We did summon a unit of Drowned Dead with Noctilus in order to make sure that... oh man, I love the artillery exchanges as well. Range exchanges, artillery exchanges, everything's going very nice. Ooh, and there we go, one of the casts, the Tide Call coming in from Noctis. Not dishing out a crazy amount of damage, but still. Eternal Defenders, eh? Yeah, we'll see about that. Although they are still maintaining quite a bit of HP, but fortunately the bounce of power is a little bit more in our favor. Also getting a Wraith Storm support in there. Let's see what we're at here. Wow, they've only lost about 300 units. We've actually lost more units than they have, but not too surprising because our units are considerably more numerous than theirs are as well. Enemy range support and artillery support still coming in and is probably going a little bit in favor of the enemy just by virtue of how damaged our gun lines are. The enemy's also getting their units of Silveran Guard here. And they will obviously very easily take out these units of zombie-powered gunnery mobs. In fact, what are your stats, you very basic unit? Yeah, 2616. Even as a tar pit, these guys aren't going to work too well. They will die very, very quickly, so we need to kill off these Silveran Guard as fast as possible. We are going to be soon using our gunnery wights and add their explosive damage to all this. In the meantime, over here, our gunnery mobs have nearly fallen, but the enemies are starting to take a lot of damage. This has been a very nice little kill box here where we have held the line. Ooh, and look at those Zufbar cannons damaging the entire blob here, as well as the bomb throw coming in from our gunnery wight. Really quite useful on these blobs, and I am now very glad that we actually did get 2 gunnery wights instead of a Morn Gull Haunter, just because of those additional abilities. And obviously all the extra damage coming in from, ooh, more cannon fire support. Beautiful. And the cackle fruit coming in as well. Oh man, it looks like this giant portion of the enemy battle line is going to flee. The balance tips very, very slightly in our favor. We've lost a lot of units. Oh, we just summoned another unit though, and our allied troop count has increased, whereas theirs just keeps dropping. Beautiful. Too bad we don't have another ability to summon another unit as well. Would be nice to summon even more dead to send into the enemy spears and such. I love all of our gunnery mobs picking off enemy units that are still alive out there. Oh, and some of the units are obviously going to come back. Looks like fighting the elves is not that different from fighting the Skaven. And you know, they're similar in appearance as well. Alrighty, how we going over here? These Silveran Guard are holding on, and they have been for a while. We do also, however, have our Depth Guard, who are getting ready to charge in. They got a little bit beat up, actually. Oh, some hits right in the back to those Silveran Guard. And the Cackle Fruit also coming in to damage them. And beautiful. And let's see about their HP now. Yeah, damn, still holding quite strong, especially with our melee quote-unquote line broken. Fortunately, the Depth Guard can now move in and capitalize on all this. Ooh, and the point-blank shot from the Necrofex Colossus. All the while, bolts from those Eagle Claw bolt throwers drop in, and just like that, the Silveran rout, and it looks like all of their melee units are done for now, and it's just going to be a matter of a shootout between our range units and artillery and theirs. That's been going on since the start of the battle, and it looks like it's not going to end anytime soon. There's also a caster moving around here, a Archmage of Light, who we are going to try to focus down with all of our gunnery mobs with handguns, as well as our gunnery wight, who's trying to snipe this Archmage here. This, I believe, is not their lord. This is just a, this is just a hero, who is just about dead as well. Another Wraith Storm support, and are you gonna die? Come on, Gunnery Wight, you got this. There we go. Oh, somebody lost their head. And finally, there is their lord, the Archmage that is high here. I wish I was that kind of Archmage. Now... I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. The battle is just about over. The balance of power has shifted vastly in our favor, although look at our losses. We're dropping below 700 units here. Most of our units are either badly hurt or otherwise dead. All the gunnery wights are, and the gun line have not held, but the gunnery wights and the artillery have essentially done all the work here. Ooh. At least the work in terms of dishing out damage. Obviously the gun line did well as well, but they're all very close to dying. None are above half HP. This one's about to crumble away. And yeah, I'm glad that our Necrofex survived. And yeah, look at the damage on those Depth Guard. They took a bunch of hits from the enemy artillery as well, and they're still bleeding. Took a bunch of hits from the enemy ranged fire as well as artillery. But at least they're drenched in blood. They might even prefer that to being drenched in seawater. And there we go, just like that, the rest of the enemy force routs, but an absolutely epic battle as we hold the choke point with our guns and mortars. Ooh. Very, very close. That could have gone badly. I feel like if the enemy had done a better job separating its forces, i.e. pushing equal forces through both choke points, we would not have been able to hold, as we were forced to use Noctilus and all the summons and most of our spells on this choke as opposed to this one. Here, those Silveran Guard alone almost broke through the line with their artillery support, so yeah, very dangerous. We're obviously going to speed up this as we get a few more hits in there on the enemies with our mortars, although it's probably not going to do too much, unfortunately, because they attacked us and we have no way to actually chase down the enemy troops. They will come back and heal as they are in their own territories. Just going to get one quick Invocation of Nehek upgraded on our units out here, the Necrofex and the Depth Guard, as well as Noctilus, as we will be needing them, possibly, for next turn. A Pyrrhic victory, unsurprisingly, but very much a glorious one. Hope you guys enjoyed that battle half as much as I did, because damn was it fun. What an absolutely glorious battle. I enjoyed that immensely. The kill zone that we had going, the whole choke point thing was really lucky in that it definitely allowed us to show off the power of the gun line. Even weak gun zombies still did pretty damn well there. Otherwise, the enemy did get quite a bit of damage with their Silveran Guard, but that's not surprising, just because they are their probably most elite units, other than, I guess, wait, I saw a unit of Shadow Warriors in there, I swear. Am I crazy? Yeah, there we go. There's a unit of Shadow Warriors, so not surprising they dealt out an insane amount of damage as well. But more importantly, 20k, 10k, and 14k on their artillery. They are about equivalent to, well, actually, most of them did either equal or better than ours. And that's considering we were a lot more spread out and that sort of thing. And one of their artillery did get badly beat up and still managed to dish out quite a bit of damage. Yeah, without a carronade, yeah, I feel like we want to get a carronade in this army and replace one of the mortars just to be able to take out enemy artillery that we really couldn't take out with our own mortars due to their, trash accuracy. Now, we could heal up. You know what? I think we have to heal up just in case these guys attack us again or another faction here attacks us again. We are a little bit in danger. Gotta admit. Alright, definitely gonna have to resurrect some units, and damn, that was not even worth a battle marker? That's a little bit unfortunate. We could get push ahead with more campaign movement range, or land ho with casualty replenishment rate. I'm actually curious. I'm really curious if this isn't constant. This is just regular casualty replenishment rate, so we won't even replenish all that much here, unfortunately. Push ahead would allow us to sail out. I feel like we go for land ho, though, just in case, especially... Ooh, hello! Curse of the Queen's Cannon. That's what I like to see. In fact, let's see. Find treasure. Who cares? Who cares? We got Queen Bess available now. We're going to perform the rite immediately. Reload time reduction plus 10. Casualty replenishment rate plus 15. It's all great. But I want the freaking Queen Bess. Really would have helped out here. Really would have helped out here. Noctis, can you go briefly into encampment stance? Now... Okay, why can't we recruit units? Look, we can't get the Tide of Skjold and we can't get the Queen Bess. What the hell's going on here? Somebody explain this to me. I don't remember. It's been too long since I played Noctilus. Is this normal for him? Wait. Test. We saw that we could recruit the... Oh, no. Techless. You got a big old stack. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Well, I doubt we're going to lose the Awakening. Let's see how much we've healed up here. You can have the Queen Bess and the Tide of Skjold. So, why can't Noctilus? Okay, well, I fear that we might lose Poxmarsh. If he goes right by the Awakening, goes to Poxmarsh, that'll be a problem. He's not going to be able to take the Awakening. We could always just summon another Lord there and raise some dead, but even if we couldn't, we got some damn good stuff in that particular garrison. So I'm not really worried about that, especially as he will also take attrition, trying to get there. Really unfortunate about the Poxmarsh, but let's see, 1, 2... We might be able to upgrade it to the next level. But then we might have invested a decent amount of cash and not get anything out of it, because we won't be able to defend this.
King of the vampire.
At least I don't think so. That's a shame. And that's a shame, but I think it'll have to be so... Oh, yeah, we are way out of time. We're going to have to do that next time. So, also next time, we will probably... Oh, wait, do we have no choice but to attack the Val's Anvil? I guess it is hurt, and the garrison is quite trash, so we can still kill it with our artillery, and then sack it. I wanted to destroy all these little armies while they were still weakened before that they could heal up, and while they're still separated. Also got to be careful about Tyrion's faction just moving in and attacking us afterwards. But once again, that will be the end of this episode. Next time, more elf killing, and probably a lot more elf killing as Techless moves up. I hope he attacks the Awakening for the epic siege, but who knows what'll happen. You'll have to stay tuned and find out next time. So that's it as always. I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.